Inside Dominion Medical in Jackson Ward, a father and son are carrying on a legacy more than a century in the making.
Dominion Medical is, as you mentioned, our family business. My grandfather started the organization back in 1911, so it makes it about 115 years old.
Dr. Richard A. Jackson has been practicing general medicine in Jackson Ward for decades. Before him, his father and uncle wore the white coats, and their father before them, Dr. Isaiah Allen Jackson, the man who began this family legacy despite harrowing circumstances.
My grandfather was a generation from slavery.
I'm over here at 2nd Street in Jackson Ward, formerly known as the Wall Street of the South, a black community that had doctors, lawyers, churches, and even small businesses. In the 50s, however, Interstate 95 was built straight through the community, causing a large impoverished population. I'm actually standing right in front of 6 Mile Zion Baptist Church that is a mere 15 feet away from the highway. Historian Gary Flowers says this is not an uncommon practice in American history.
What is true to American history is that wherever African American communities prospered, interstates were put through that neighborhood.
Through the destruction, one institution remained. Dominion Medical has stood strong and served its community through it all.
Remember, this practice started in an era where segregation was at its height.
Dr. Jackson said even at VCU there was a black floor for black patients going to see a physician. That's why there is such a strong need to continue this practice.
So it got an opportunity for people to be treated like human beings and with respect.
Dr. Jackson's son, A.J. Jackson, uses his business background to run a clinical research division, bringing the future of medicine to the practice while lowering costs for patients.
I'm able to work with people who may not be able to afford their current medications or may have some issues, and if I have a study going on that may have similar compounds involved, I can get them involved in the study. So that helps the general patient population, because people in this area have different ups and downs.
In a neighborhood built on overcoming adversity, this practice reflects the same spirit generation after generation.
I remember as a young child, I used to sit on my grandpa's knee, and he would look at me and say, one day you're going to take over my practice. And for us to have reached that day where I've taken over his practice, and now my son is going to carry on the tradition of the Jackson Clinic, as it used to be called back in those days.
With 9 Jackson grandchildren, their legacy could continue for generations. Reporting in Richmond for VCU Insight in the newsroom at VCU, I'm Victoria Chambers.